Hello everyone, myself Anamika Tiwari, Teaching Associate of Rama University from Department of Biotechnology, Institute of Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Today my topic is septicemia, sepsis and septic shock. Basically, these infections are the bloodstream infections which happens through the foreign pathogens, bacteria example, which are present inside the blood of the human body. Means if the bacteria is present in the human body and it removes its toxins in the blood of the human body, the infections increases through the blood and it circulates to the human body, and this can be deadly also for the human beings. Okay, so we will take the definition of different words. That is, first is septicemia. Septicemia, it is an bloodstream infection, which means that the bacterial infections which are present in the blood and circulated in the whole human body. That means, as I have told you, the infections which is caused by the bacteria and that bacteria which is present in the human blood system. Okay, so that human blood system is consisting what? The bacterial toxins, and that bacterial toxins are being circulated all over the human body, and that human body is being poisonous, or that blood is being poisonous because the bacteria has removed its toxins into the blood of the human body. Okay. Second, our topic is sepsis. Sepsis, it occurs when the body consists extreme reaction to the bacterial infection in the human body. Means sepsis is the condition when the reaction of the bacterial toxins has been increased. Means it has been extreme increase. So that body is consisting what? A poisonous blood. Okay, and that blood is being very poisonous because of the bacterial toxin. That body is being poisonous and that body will be in the dead position. Means sepsis is the condition in which bacterial reaction is being extreme into the blood of the human body. Due to that toxins, the bacteria removes, the body becomes the poisonous, and that body after the poisonous of that blood in the human body will be dead. Our second topic is septic shock. In septic shock, there is a significant drop of blood pressure that can lead to the respiratory tract failure or heart failure. Okay, and stroke, or it can be dysfunction of the other organs that can lead to the death. Means septic shock is the condition in which the bacteria, as you know that I have told you, the bacteria removes its toxins, and due to these toxins or poisonous blood into the human blood, into the human body, so what happens that when the septic shock condition occurs, the body organs are being dysfunction. That can be our respiratory tract also, it can be our heart failure also, it can be the stroke volume of the heart being decreased, and it can be the other organs, major organs can be also be dysfunction. So basically these terms are the bloodstream infections which causes by the bacteria, and the bacteria which is present removes its toxins. Due to the bacterial toxins removal, the body becomes poisonous. Okay, so examples can be Staphylococcus aureus and Staphylococcus pneumonia. See what happens, the bacteria which present into the contaminated food or water, that enters in the body, and after the entering in the body, the bacteria removes these toxins due to the certain environment and nutrient which we provide to the bacteria, and after the removal of that bacterial toxins, there increases the extreme reaction, and after the extreme reaction, they causes the infection condition in the human blood, and the body becomes to the dead condition. Now we will see the symptoms of the septicemia or sepsis or septic shock. Basically all the symptoms are the same. Okay, so symptoms can be that high fever and chills, okay, and intense body pain, rapid breathing, rashes in the body. Means due to the bacterial toxins which are present in the blood, it can cause the high fever. That fever can be, the temperature can be very high, and the rashes can due to that rashes can also be present in the body. Okay, and what can it be? It can be the intense pain in the body, like you will have the very major joint pains or any full body ache. Okay, and what can it be? Rapid breathing. If you are doing any work or if you are even walking very slowly, that can be also caused to the rapid breathing due to the bacteria which is present in the blood, and because it is removing its toxin. Okay, it can also scan the test can be X-ray. We can scan it by X-ray, CT scan or MRI scan. Okay, these are the main tests by which we can detect the bacteria. It can also be culture. If we are taking the sample and we are doing the culturing process or any staining process, the bacteria can also be identified, because the bacteria, both the positive and negative, gram positive and gram negative bacteria are being identified by the gram staining procedure. Okay, so I have written here that the septic shock is typically diagnosed when the signs of the severe sepsis are present along with the low blood pressure and signs of the organs defection. Matlab, that means if the septic shock or the bacterial toxin is being very high or extreme reaction is being occur. So, as I have told you that due to this the organ will be dysfunction, means the organ will not work properly. So this is the also the sign of the septicemia or septic shock, which happens that due to the bacterial removal toxin, that toxin will cause the organ dysfunction, means any organ. It can be respiratory tract also, it can be digestive tract also, it can be heart also. The organ will get dysfunction, means it will not function properly, and due to the organ which does not function properly, it causes the human body is being weaker, and it can be also death. Now we will see the risk factors which happens to the age, means person age. It can be any age, like in the newborns also, in the older age person also, or in the anyone. These risk factors can occur of the septic shock or sepsis or septicemia. Okay, so these factors can be that the person, it can be happen to the newborn also, older adults also, or pregnant women also, or the person which have the suppressed condition like liver cirrhosis, kidney disease or cancer, means the person which is already being already having the different type of diseases like liver cirrhosis diseases or kidney disease or the cancer also. So these bacteria can affect these type of person, and it can damage the organ of the person because of the removal of the toxins of the bacteria. Okay. Treatment can be treatment includes the intravenous antibiotics to fight infections. Okay, these are the type of antibiotics, like we can take the example of thromycin or ciprofloxacin, alfloxacin. Some type of antibiotics are very helpful for the removal of this bacterial toxins. Second is vasopressor medication. Vasopressor medication means which are the drugs that constrict blood vessels and help to increase blood pressure. Means these are the drug which helps to constrict the blood vessels, means the bacteria which is present in the blood or removing its toxins. So these type of drugs, what they do, they help to increase the blood pressure of the patient, due to which the bacterial toxins are being removed by the body through these medications, through these antibiotics. Okay. Third is insulin for blood sugar stability, means the patient which is having the diabetes. So as you know, the diabetes patient are having the insulin, taking the insulin. So to the diabetes, in the diabetes patient, if this bacteria is being processed or this bacteria is present, so with the help of insulin, this bacteria can also be cured. So these infections can also be cured due to the different medications, different antibiotics, as I have told you. Treatment are only the antibiotics. Basically, this bacteria is the bloodstream infection bacteria, means the bacteria comes into the body and it goes to the blood, and if it goes to the blood, that means it removing the toxins, because we have provided it the nutrient or environment which it wants, which the bacteria wants. And if we have provided the nutrient or toxin to the bacteria, that means it causing the toxin removing ability, and if it causing the toxin removing ability, that means what happens, the reaction of the bacteria become extreme, and due to this extreme reaction, the infection of that bacteria comes into the blood, and the blood circulates into the body, so the blood becomes poisonous. Okay. So we can take the safety measures. Safety measures are that we don't have to eat the junk food, contaminated food or water. We have to avoid it, and wash your hand properly. Okay, these are some type of safety measures. That's all for today. Thank you so much.